Welcome to Excel with Eric. I'm Eric Dewey, and today we're going to take a look at Vlookup. In Excel, if you have a big table of information, you know one piece of information about it, you can have Vlookup go and pull up other related information. Like a product ID will bring up the product name. So let's take a look at how that works. Okay, so here we are. We have our listing of our table right here, and this contains all the information that we're going to use for this. Over here on the ID column, what I want to do is type in an ID number and have it give me the corresponding name and price. So for instance, I'll type in the ID number of 3, and so we want the name of the product to pop up here. So the formula is equals Vlookup, open your parentheses. What you're looking up, in this case it's going to be cell G2, this number 3 here, comma, your table. So you need to highlight your table, don't include any headings, just the data itself, comma, and which column you want to see in the answer. So in this case we want name, which is going to be column 2, comma, and now Excel needs to know, is it going to be an approximate match or an exact match? So in the case of this example, we want to choose false exact match. Close your parentheses and hit enter, and it will go and look up fan blades. Let's do the same thing for price. Equals Vlookup, open parentheses, click on the cell that you want to look up, comma, the table where all the data is, comma, and the column that you want to see. In this case we want price, it's the third column, comma, and an exact match. Close parentheses, and there we go, fan blade $36. If we were to change this ID number, say to a 7, and hit enter, it would automatically update it to tires and 75. Now this works great if the item that you're going to type in is exactly matched in your table, but sometimes it isn't. Take a look at our sales and commission table here. So the amount of commission rate that our particular salespeople get is dependent upon how much their sales are. And so we can use Vlookup to work this way as well. So for instance, somebody who sold $7,500 worth of things, we want to figure out what their commission rate is and their commission. So again, equals Vlookup, open parentheses, what we're looking up, in this case their sales, comma, the table that contains our data, so it's going to be B15 to C19, comma, and the column that we want to have displayed, in this case the commission column, which is column 2. Now, in this particular example, we do not want an exact match. There is no 7,500 listed here. So we want an approximate match. So we can put true here, or you can just leave it off. Excel assumes true. Close parentheses. Commission rate comes back as 0. We can then build our formula to generate our commission. Equals sales times commission rate. Now why is it 0? Well, 7,500 is greater than 5,000, so it moves down here, but it's not greater than 10,000, so it stops and goes back 1. If it happened to be equal to 10,000, then it would have given us a 5%. So if I put in 10,000, boom, 5% commission rate, $500 commission. If I put in 15,000, it's still not greater than 18,000, so it's going to stay at 5%. If I happen to type 30,000, we basically go off the chart here. It stops and chooses the highest area, the highest commission in this case. If you're going to do a non-exact match, that is where there is no false on it, then you need to make sure that your table is sorted in ascending order, because the moment that it finds something greater than what it's looking for, it's going to go back a row. That's Vlookup. It's important to note that Excel also has an Hlookup. Works exactly the same way, except it goes horizontally instead of vertically. A couple things to note: the Vlookup will only look in the very first column of your table, so make sure that whatever it is you're searching for is in that first column. Also, it's usually a good idea to sort that column as well. If you have other questions or information that you need, you can visit my website, and there's some contact information there. Also, keep a lookout for more Excel with Eric videos. I'm Eric Dewey. Thank you for watching.